We're gonna be going live on the radio in just a second. L means left.
Huh?
L means left.
What's that L mean left for? Why fighting with your back? Can you see you?
No.
You're kind of way down there.
Okay, so we're going up right after this, okay? We're going to go up after this.
Okay.
So, basically, I'm going to introduce you. What's wrong?
Likes are coming in. Thanks, guys.
Relax.
Please.
We stream live. I'm over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We stream live everywhere.
All right.
From Jamaica to England to wherever.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to give a shout out to the service guys in about 5 minutes.
All right.
Okay, so we'll go get the details. Get you. She's beating up.
This is so sure.
I'm in my happy place.
She's in her happy place, yeah.
Stay in your happy place.
Alright, Molly.
That's mom.
Yeah, that's my kid.
They have a bit of Buju Banton playing on the radio right now, so you can tune in.
They have to keep it a yard. No, I said that wrong. They have to keep it a yard.
There you go.
That's it. No, just fake on business right now.
You just totally code switched. Code switching. That's what you did. You code switched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey. No, it's not hey either. It's what about peeps?
You take that one.
It's a water? No, it says water. Da.
How appropriate.
Huh? Yeah, not an easy ride. Perfect song choice, man. Perfect song choice.
They're getting a lovely view of a window. That's Rochester outside, people.
Man, we only have so much control. Oh, I don't know. We're turn around make fashion. We're turn around make fashion.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
Thank you.
Woo. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks.
Irie Camp Jamaica.
You make sure you say Irie. There you go. There you go. Irie.
That's exactly
exactly
it.
what
That's,
we want. Dig deep, because it's all roots.
When you ask a Jamaican how to do it and they tell you that I'm Irie, that's exactly why we chose that as part of our name. It's a quintessential Jamaican word. Yeah.
Yes, man. Deep, deep. That one run deep.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you about how this idea popped into my head. We can start off there. It's always a crazy place going into my head, but it's an interesting one. Yeah. I'll give you the abridged version of Bobby's thoughts. So right now I'm finishing up my master's degree, and I was driving home from school one day, and I have two toddlers, and essentially I was on my long drive from San Diego. I was thinking that, you know, my kids, they have ready access to their American culture, but what do they know about being Jamaican other than, hey, mom gets excited and I can't understand anything she's saying, or I do something wrong and mom gets angry and I can't understand anything she's saying. I'm like, there's a whole lot more to being Jamaican than not understanding what mom is saying. So I reached out to my uncle, who was working at the Jamaica Cultural Development Center, to find out, hey, is there anything out there? What resources are there for children of expats who want to keep their kids in touch with the culture? And I was honestly surprised to find out that there was nothing. Like, until now.
Until now.
And so I said to him, so you mean there seriously is nothing out there? If I want my kid to do something involved in the culture, there's nothing I can do other than send them to family who they already have their obligations, they work. I can't expect them to just be taking care of my kids. There's absolutely nothing out there. And so Irie Camp Jamaica was born from that need that we identified starting very close to home with my own two kids. So we are actually starting off with a couple of story times, and the reason we're doing the story times, well, one of it is to get the name out there. We actually have a story time that we're doing. Pepper Pot right here in Rochester is sponsoring one of our story times. We did one last week, and that was sponsored by Fusion 4. But we're doing these story times, and what we're hoping to do is to get some name recognition, so that when we launch and start accepting campers, we're going to be marketing in January, February timeframe for camp to happen in the last week of July, the first week of August. So yeah, you can put that on your calendars. So we're doing these small events to get the name out there. So it's the last week in July and the first full week of August. I can't tell you the dates off the top of my head because I'm not looking at my calendar. But yes, so those last full weeks. But more information will come out about this as we kick up marketing in the January-February timeframe. Right now, what we're doing is just a series of smaller events. We call it the Reinventing Ringding Story Series. And my mom is Auntie Rain, who comes out and she'll tell you some Anansi stories because, hey, who don't remember Anansi stories? And Pepper Pot is doing it with us this coming week, this Saturday at 10 o'clock. And they'll have breakfast for the kids that are there for the story hours. So come on over for some yummy food. Mom, what I'm serving again?
You really want my boss the secret?
All right, you have to come and see. But
Listen,
somebody tells them have fry plantain.
Well, that one I will give away. Yes, we're gonna have the fry right plan. But if you want, you know, if you want the rest of it, come on over. Initially 2.
So, wait, the camp is running for 2 weeks, but they're 2 1-week segments. So when your camper comes to us, we're taking your kid for the whole week. We're gonna have 2 options. We'll have the day camp option, so that if your child is already in Jamaica seeing other family members, or you're there for vacation and you want your own time. no, you're just trying to find some constructive time for your kid.
There you go.
So there'll be a day camp version for those scenarios, and we'll also have a resident camp version. So the day camp is open for kids ages 6 to 10, and then resident camp is open for kids age 11 to 16, 17-ish, that area there. Essentially high school in Jamaica time. And yes, so both options will be there. For those who are in the resident camp, we'll be picking them up at the airport, taking them to camp, and then they have all their fun, learn about their culture, get some roots planted, and then we take them back to the airport and send them off back to you, and they go to school and they can, tell their friends what they did for summer at Irie Camp Jamaica. Oh yeah.
They're really Irie.
I mean, just think about it. Just think about it. You go back to school and you're talking to your friends about what you did for someone. You're like, I was at Irie Camp Jamaica.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna want to know more about that.
You are gonna be envious.
I hear Jamaica in there and I hear camp and I want to know more.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a refresher. It's a refresher for the parents, and it's an introduction to the kids. Because let's face it, Jamaica, we're coming from a place where there were no internet, there were no TVs, and of course we were in. All right. Way down, boss. Way down. With sign on and sign off time. There you go. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
And we had news.
Mm-hmm.
But everything was rerun.
Yes.
From wherever. So yeah, it was all black and white.
And JBC. JBC.
Hey,
Yes.
I had CVM, and that was color.
You're from a more recent time. But if we're gonna go back in the day, which is where what Irie Camp is about, is educating you in a way that history books can't. Because history books is going to tell you about when Christopher Columbus came here and what Christopher Columbus will choose to let off. Irie Camp is going to give you Jamaica like Jamaica was. A happy set of people, a proud set of people, a very innovative set of people. And each camp session is going to be back in the day. You're going to learn things like you have never learned them before. So, something to look forward to. But story time is 10 to 11. 10 to 11. It's just an Nancy story is told. And the concept that we're using, I'm drawing a blank here now. Ring Ding. Ring Ding was Miss Lou having this kind of setting on a Saturday morning. Kids would go over to, I think it was JDC at the time, they'd go over to the TV station and they'd be interactive, stories and all of that. So we call it Ring Ding because it is a Saturday morning event geared at kids. So come on out.
That's what we can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We had Ring Ding in the day, and those of us who had radio, listen at night.
Oh, yes, we did. That was entertainment. Yes. Yes. And there you go. And in school, you had competitions where you're doing Miss Lou's dialects and you're getting prizes, and it's going on to parish level, and then you go to the island finals. Yes.
I still have one of those poems stuck in my head enough. Good morning, teacher. How is you? My name is Sarah Lou. This is for my little boy Michael. I've been just bringing my school. Yeah, stuck in my head from who knows how long.
Yes, a very long time ago in...
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
you were proud to say that.
So here's the thing. There are things like that they form a part of who you are right now as an individual. These little nuggets, they gave you some foundation. And that's what we want to do with this camp. We want to give our kids that Jamaican identity. So when they look at who they are as individuals, and they know that, you know, part of that is being Jamaican, they actually know what that means. And yes. that's one of the driving passions for getting this camp out there, so that our kids can know who they are and own it.
Yes. Yes, yes. It's like you say Jamaica. It's rich.
I get that.
It's rich. It's not quantity, but the quality of us Jamaicans. If you're really going to dig into your roots, it is so powerful that it's inescapable, you know? To make, yes. That's what I tell you, we're innovative. We go ahead and with the very simplest of things that people would throw out. And we take that little bit of whatever and we make this product that just leaves you in awe. We want to go back there. We want to have our children know what it is like to really be Jamaican. It's not just oxtail and curry goat and Bob Marley.
And you know, here's the other thing too. Our focus is Jamaican culture and heritage. But like they say in our motto, we're out of many one people. So even though our focus is this Jamaican heritage, we are welcoming children from any culture that would like to come and experience this.
Yes.
Because we don't live in isolated bubbles. We're very much global citizens with a strong Jamaican heart beating.
Yes.
And that's a good point. That's an excellent point. Because a lot of people go to Jamaica and this is not a color, but you have some people from our vanilla brothers and sisters speak more popular.
Yes, true.
And you look at them like, you gotta be kidding me.
That is so true.
And it's not a makeup thing. That's the way it's fully indulged in the culture.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I know 3 people that went to Jamaica on vacation, came back and moved everything back.
Yes. It's still such a beautiful place. Yes.
Please do.
Yes.
Facebook too.
You know how we used to sing this?
No, mother. Hey! Shout out to Cliff. Shout out to Beef.
Yeah, so I'm going to open it up for comments now. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's excellent. No, I'm saying that's excellent. Yeah.
You put her in her element, or
I tell you, I'm social when I need to
you
be.
never believe how painfully shy.
Oh, yeah, right.
By the way, we're still live, mother.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's giving away all my secrets. Yeah, you should be shy.
Hush. And hush in Jamaica means I'm sorry.
It's the equivalent of there.
Yes.
Yes. So you can say hush. There you go, your Jamaican word for the day. Oh, they're playing Take It Easy. You hearing it? Yeah.
And if you know anything about scare, you go down and you scare that one.
Show me how to scare, Mom. Come, show me how to scare.
Huh?
Yeah. Take it easy.
take it easy, take it easy, take it easy.
I mean, who doesn't love a good dance party?
Jamaicans dance from dusk to dawn. We're right in time.
I remember seeing them, and when they couldn't get up anymore, you just see the little shoulders.
Oh yes,
shrugging.
man. Never stop dancing.
Yeah, man.
Or you can just only heel to toe.
Got the shoulders. That's where my son get it from. My son is just there, and it's just
Yeah. And him say Jamaican children born with the dance and then them born. So young as a baby. No need to worry. Yeah, dig deep.
So we have Millicent wanted to know what age group will we consider it, and what are we doing for shopping? So parents allow shopping.
all right, Melissa. So there are two options that we have, and the age range for the day camp option is from 6 to 10. And as far as they go, we're not looking at including their airfare, but we're working on getting packages in place so that families can come along. But the campers will be able to, essentially you'll drop your kid off at camp and do whatever you'd like to do with the rest of the day, and then you pick them up. Camp hours will be from 8:30 to 4:30 for the day campers. For the resident campers, their camp fee will include the airfare, and you drop them at the airport, we will pick them up in Montego Bay and bring them to camp. They have their good time, and then we bring them back to the airport and set them there for you. As for supervision, we will have house mothers, much like I did when I was in school. We had our house mothers. We will be adhering to American standards for ratios, because we're understanding that, we want to have the highest possible care for the kids that are coming to our camp. For the resident camp, we're looking at ages 11 to 17, so essentially the ages that you typically find in a Jamaican high school, because we want them to have a certain level of maturity and independence, because they're going to be having a similar but very different experience as far as the culture goes, and we want them to have a certain amount of maturity for that. And the reason we're starting at age 6 as well is because we want them to have, the kids to have at least a year of school, so that they have that structure under their belts, so that they can come and actually benefit from being at IRA Camp Jamaica.
Okay, so we have an email from Dennis. Dennis is actually emailing us from Ohio. He's in Cleveland. I'm in Cleveland. I really like what I'm hearing. And how would I participate being that I'm not in New York State? I mean, what are the requirements that you're looking for? And what's the next step?
Hey Dennis, glad to hear from you in Ohio. We're actually going to be marketing all over, because we know that Jamaicans are all over. I was actually in Japan a couple of years ago, so we are everywhere. I would say...
No. You can't.
I would say tune into our Facebook page. That's where we're posting all our updates. And guess what? The name is super easy to remember. It's IRA Camp Jamaica. If you just go in your search bar on Facebook, or you type at IRA Camp Jamaica, you get to us. That's where we're putting all our updates right now. We are marketing globally, and we have a survey on our website that we're asking people to fill out, so that we can figure out where we want our hubs to be depending on market need. So we're shaping the program, and there's a post that's pinned to our Facebook page that you can go ahead and fill that out, and we are really taking your input, because this this has the potential to change the lives of the next generation, and we want to make sure that it's getting done right. So we welcome your feedback. Please fill out the survey. It's on our page, Ira Camp Jamaica, on Facebook. And you can always just shoot us a message. We're very responsive. I'm very social. Hi. So depending on where our kids are, the majority of our kids, let's say we're targeting New York right now, which we're targeting everywhere. But what we want to do is we want to have central hubs that the kids will fly from to get to Jamaica. So fill out that survey so that we know where our market is precisely, and we will be working with the airlines to get discounted rates. All that kind of stuff. You can tune into our Facebook page and you'll know the very latest information that we have for that. But yes, this is global, so don't think that just because we're in Rochester right now, that is our home base, but this is a global operation, people.
Yes. Post your feedbacks.
The Insta Twitter?
Whosoever will.
Out of many one people, come on over.
Yes.
Out of many one people.
That's it.
All right, that's a fair question. So the reason we're targeting the children is because, I mean, how many kids have you had interactions with where they'll tell you they're Jamaican, but they don't know anything about the dialect? They know a little bit about the food, depending on whether or not the parents cook for them using Jamaican methods. Their knowledge of Jamaica, some of them haven't even ever been to Jamaica, but they know that, hey, somewhere in my history there's some Jamaican in there. I was watching a video. There was a girl. Her name is Marley something. I can't remember her last name.
Yes,
but she is a child of Jamaican heritage, and she's doing wonderful things. She's the hashtag #1000 Black Girl Books, or Books for Black Girls, something like that.
Books for Black Girls.
Yeah, that's her. She is a child of Jamaica, and I remember watching the video for her. And fortunately for her, she has a mom who is keeping her in touch with the culture. But there are kids out there that I've had interactions with, and I've read their stories as well, and it's just like, I tried to speak the dialect and it just sounds wrong. Mm-hmm. I don't always understand what they're saying to me. I can't talk to my grandfather. I can't. Essentially, that connection with their culture is lost. Not only is the connection with their culture lost, but because they don't have that rooted identity, it's not something that they incorporate into themselves. Therefore, it's something that's dying, because when they have their own children, it's not going to be passed on. So what we want to do with this camp is give them a real, honest-to-goodness Jamaican experience, a real foundation to understand where some of these beliefs and traits and personalities that make us such a proud people, where those come from, so that when they're deciding who they want to be as adults, they have that they can choose from, as well as all the other things that we're doing as parents to build them up. They have this Jamaican identity that they can choose parts from and decide how they want to be as adults, and then they can go ahead and influence the next generation.
Yes.
Yep. Options.
Mm-hmm. You're part of something else. Yes.
Exactly. So you don't want to deny one half of your existence.
Mm-hmm.
The cool half.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
That's a language of its own.
Oh, it's all right. Google translates. I'm done now.
Oh yes, we
Absolutely.
are absolute professionals.
Okay, so let's get to Ricky's comment. This is a great concept. Never heard of it, but I can definitely relate to it because most other cultures do the same thing. So it's about time that someone came up with this idea.
Thanks, Ricky.
Thanks, Ricky.
Help spread the word. Tell people about IRCAM Jamaica. Have them jump on our page so that they can get the information and stay up to date on everything that's going as far as our development. We want to make this work and we want to make it work right. So help spread the word. Thanks.
Okay, Oral is saying, okay, I can understand the steps, but in terms of the emergencies and everything else, nothing against Oral. Oral is thinking like, okay, let me go beyond this. In terms of the emergency context and everything else, how do you get in touch with our kids if there's an emergency or if something comes up? It will be in Jamaica. Or I guess like you would
Anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got phones and internet.
We have.
call you,
Uh-huh.
you can call it out.
But don't worry, we'll do a hurricane drill as well. Gilbert was real, man. We will do a hurricane drill.
You can't predict your hurricane season.
No, it's already.
However, be prepared.
No, we my mom right here, she's a nurse and she is going to be on hand, so we will be able to take care of immediate emergencies, and that's part of our risk management. So we value your concern, and it's something that we are definitely paying attention to. The safety, the emergency contacts, it's not lost on us.
And we're not making fun of you.
I'm not.
No, it's just having fun.
I'm
We're just having
generally a
fun, not
jovial
making
person.
fun.
Don't take it far. Okay, Winston is saying, big up, great idea. I'm all for it, and I'll stay in touch to keep up with the new information.
Thank you, Winston.
And, bring your kids out on Saturday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so let's do a few more before we take a break. Let's see. I think I must do that. Winston is saying, oh, so this is a camp for kids. What about camp for
Winston, you are not alone.
No, he's not
You
alone.
are not
Everybody
alone.
asks that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Winston. Oh, okay.
Not camp for parents, because I'm to the point where I need a camp.
Give us a little time.
Yes.
We're gonna get it right with
Stay
the
tuned.
kids, and then we'll get you too. Yes. But it's definitely something that we get a lot. And you know what? It's valid because hey, Jamaicans are cool and awesome, and people love Jamaicans. And so if they want to come learn some more about the Jamaican culture because they're interested in that Jamaican down the road, well, we'll get you too.
And the thing is, we're all inclusive.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
yes, we are.
All you need is a love for Jamaican culture. That's it. That's our unifying thread. We welcome people from everywhere, every walk of life, every culture. All you have to do is just want to learn some more about Jamaican culture and heritage, and come on over.
The door is open.
It's wide open.
You don't have to
We're just waiting for you to step in. Matter of fact, you just have to touch the handle. We'll finish opening up.
I can't keep up. Professional that I am.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. Patrick is saying, okay, I'm not sure why you guys are laughing, but it sounds good. I came in on the tail end of it. So that is
A recap?
I'll give you a recap. You know what, Mom? You give the recap. I
Hi,
defer to my
Patrick.
mother.
Hi, Patrick. So, Jamaicans are a very strong, very proud, very diverse set of people. Unfortunately, our culture is on the waning end. We want to do something about that, and we want to start at the grassroots. So we want to get our kids involved, or children involved in their history. Ira Camp Jamaica is just that. It's going to be open for children ranging between the ages of 6 and 17, depending on whether or not you're a day camper or you're going to be living in, because we have that option too. And in that setting, we're going to be giving children a history of Jamaica like you can never find in history books. We're gonna expose them to what makes Jamaicans who they are. And in so doing, it will give them the opportunity to decide when they become adults how much of their Jamaican culture they want to take along with them so they can pass it on to the next generation. So in a nutshell, that's what Ira Camp is about, keeping our culture alive, working through children.
Dance party!
So you're in a dancing mood, you know the song there?
I'm in a dancing mood.
Hold on, I gotta go back home.
She's gonna ask me if I
apologize. I forgot that I raised her. She got it. Hi.
That's our host, people. Say hello to Mr. Earl Barnes.
Yeah, you'd be blowing up if I'd advertised it 2 weeks before.
It's alright. I'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go back. I gotta come back home.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, I gotta give a shout out to my brother. He's also watching and behind the scenes. So, hey, bro.
Hey, you.
Yeah. Yeah, but for all of you watching right now, the biggest thing that you can do to help us is to fill out that questionnaire. It's really quick, but we value your opinions and your thoughts. So fill out that questionnaire and give us your feedback, man. All right, yes. So Ira Camp Jamaica, spread the word. He's playing I'm in a Dancing Mood. Are you listening on the station too? He's got some good music going on. It's like the stuff that you
This is old. I'm in a dancing mood.
yeah, man.
I gotta go back
Jam.
home. It's old time something come back again. Real old roots music.
Yeah.
Back in them scare days to every old man around.
You know the Jamaican kids are listening to this, and I remember when I was a kid listening to the music, because that's all my parents would play is this classic old time music,
Especially on a Sunday morning.
and I'm like, man, it's Sunday music again, and all I wanted was the whatever was new. But I can tell you that in my wiser stage that I am in now, I appreciate the classics, and you find that these songs, the Sunday songs, they have more lasting impact than many of the songs that we were craving as kids. And that's kind of one of the things that I'm noticing with Jamaican culture, is that it's being pushed to the side in favor of whatever's new and hip and foreign. And I mean, we welcome you to tune in. Just don't forget Jamaica. To be continued. Stay tuned to our Facebook page. It's a thought in process. So short answer is yes, we will be offering things that the adults can do while we are taking care of the campers. but it won't be a camp for adults. But there'll be things. So stay tuned to the Facebook page. That's just a teaser.
So the other thing is, let's see, I had two callers in between. Gary wanted to know pretty much the same thing. What activities would you have for the parents in terms of if they go down going to camp kids?
Okay, stay tuned to the Facebook page. Also, you can go ahead and send us some messages on Facebook. Give us your feedback on our survey. It's right there on our Facebook page. We are shaping this program to meet your need, to meet our need, to meet the needs of our children and their parents. So please give us your feedback so that we can make sure that we're doing this right for you. If there are things that would add more value for you, let us know. We want to hear from you. So again, IRE Camp Jamaica on Facebook is the place to give us your thoughts and the place to see where we are with things and stay tuned and to share and spread the word, because that's what we want you to do right now.
Okay, so we have one of our regular callers, and she wanted to know if I could play the song. I'm just going to play a snippet because she loves Michael Reed.
All right.
You know anything about Michael Reed, so I started this program. So anyway, she said we have to play Michael Reed because this is right in line to what she likes to do. Of course, Michael Reed is listen.
I've heard him.
I never heard the name though.
I didn't know the name. I've heard him though.
Definitely Jamaican rhythm. All right.
Anyway, Michael Reed has some very, cultural songs.
Yeah.
Sounds
He
Jamaican.
does, he does.
He sounds quintessentially Jamaican.
Yeah.
So that's what it boils down to.
You can actually picture the Dinky Mini with this though, you know.
Of course. I was actually thinking it in my head.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It all comes together.
Yeah, we're gonna teach your kids to Dinky Mini.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So when you see that come up and them toes start to move, Dinky Mini time.
Let's keep this straight face through this commercial because people don't understand what we're doing. This is not supposed to be fun.
Of course it is.
Really now? Then you're not talking
Mr.
about Jamaican
Barnes,
if you're not
Mr.
talking about
Barnes.
fun.
Exactly. And there is no reason you should ever do a job that is not fun. Enjoy it.
Wait a minute. She said, what?
Yes, you heard me. People, you should enjoy
Oh yeah.
what you do.
Oh yeah. That's when you earn your pay.
Okay, so 2 minutes that we have left. So you burned up all your time.
Oh, gasp.
What's your inspiring words?
So my charge for you or listeners or wonderful listeners is for you to help spread the word about IRE Camp Jamaica and to reach out to us and give us your feedback. We are doing this for the kids. We want to make sure that they have the right to their roots. So please join us on Facebook. It's IRE Camp Jamaica. Literally IRE because hey, we're Jamaican.
Stop. So, now you
Oh,
gotta go.
so yes, they will be
Say
coming
what?
back and they will say,
IRE.
where were you? And it's like, man, I was at IRE Camp Jamaica.
Well, listen. I go way back, much further back than Bobby. And I want to take your children back there with me too. When they come back up, whole heap of things for you to learn. Tune in. Go Facebook. Make sure we hear what you want. because we want to incorporate that in it too. We want it to be educational for you too. So go ahead, like us on Facebook, spread the word. We're gonna change them picnic.
Thank you so much for visiting us today and Caribbean Spotlight and being part of our show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
The door is always open. You can always come on.
Yes.
We wouldn't do this without it.
Yeah, infectious. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks
Peace
for
out,
having us.
everyone. One love.